that's another beautiful song there. Crazy Love by the one and only reggae gospel artist we have in our country, Akese Brempong. Yo.
One and only?
Reggae gospel artist. I'm back on the day, say, we are singing like Shatawale. No, my boy, yes,
well, good morning, Ro.
Yeah, thank you. How was your weekend?
Very relaxing.
Yeah, bad weekend for me, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, my team lost. Chelsea. No,
we're
defending the title, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just the first game.
Yeah. In it.
Yeah. But with the team that you met, but it was sweet. Even after first half, 3 down. And
to even add salt to my gari, or sand to my gari.
Manchester United.
They won.
But United is not your team, so if we won,
true. I mean,
that is your business.
I'm saying they were.
But how many goals, my darling?
That we lost 3-2.
No, we won.
I can't remember. I think Benedict will have to give us it. Did you watch the match yourself? I think the Benedict to give us a detail. Let's do the Ghanaian Times. Today, no Manchester United talk, only in sports.
We're doing the newspapers now. It's an association with SOS. A lot more about SOS in a bit. But let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page of the Graphic. Today, Monday, August 14, 2017. 22 UPSA students sacked for trying to manipulate IT system for better grades. And on the front page of the paper, you find Professor Abednego Oko Amate, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, addressing the 2017 congregation of the university. That's where the story is coming from, actually. Story by Mabel Aku Banase. 22 students of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, have been dismissed for attempting to manipulate the university's information system to change their grades. At the 9th Congregation and Special Congregation of the University in Accra last Saturday, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Abednego F. Okoamate, said the academic board took the decision to dismiss the students at an emergency meeting on February 15, 2017. Quotes the board, the academic board took a serious view of this conduct, considering the potential it has to damage the credibility of the university, and further resolved that 7 of the dismissed students who refused to cooperate with the investigation process should have their photographs published alongside their names to serve as a deterrent, he added. The identities of the 22 students were not disclosed by the Vice Chancellor. Who does this? I mean, you've got to work for your grades, not to manipulate a system to make your grades. Also on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, Woyome's 51 million Ghana cedis not captured in ministry's accounts. Also, Operation Vanguard denies killing 4 at Achim Kwabeng. National service personnel to undergo military training next year. Mr. Dominic Nitul, the Minister of Defense. There's a picture of him, but they said answering questions at the Public Accounts Committee sitting in Accra. This was last Friday, I believe. Let's go to page 16 in the graphic on this Woyome's 51 million Ghana cedis. Story says the 51 million Ghana cedis judgment debt, which was paid to the businessman Alfred Agbashi Woyome, is missing from the accounts of the Ministry of Finance and the Controller and Accountants General's Department. The 2016 Auditor General's report has revealed. According to the reports, the Ministry of Finance and the Controller and Accountants General's Department failed to capture the amounts in the accounts in 2016. The omission is one of 2 judgment debts that did not reflect in the accounts of the Consolidated Fund. The second one is a $3.8 million judgment debt against Dunkwa Continental Goldfields Limited that the country won at the International Chamber of Commerce in August 2015. So where is this 51 plus 3.8 million? This one is in dollars. That's a lot of money. I guess we'll be getting some answers in the coming days. This story about national service personnel undergoing military training. About 10,000 prospective national service personnel will, from next year, undergo military training before they begin their service with their agencies. The move follows ongoing discussions between the military high command and the management of the National Service Scheme to reintroduce military training for service personnel. I remember back, this would be two 2006, thereabouts. We were supposed to go through, I think that was the first time this thing came up. And a lot of us made excuses. Some people were ready to talk to doctors to give them doctors' reports that said they couldn't do anything like that.
Definitely.
I wonder if you're going to be doing your service next year, is this something that you're open to doing, undergo military training before the service?
I don't think it's a bad thing at all. We have companies, etc., who make the personnel go through some level of military training.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, well.
Yeah.
Trust students will come up with a lot of excuses unless we want to be enlisted in the army proper. I mean, if I want to be a journalist and I want to go and do my national service with a media house, why would I want to go through military training? But we need discipline in the society. I kind of get it. Back page of the Daily Graphic. Stars Burkina Faso draw in Chan qualifier. Sanford Women's FA Cup prisons. Pem Da Kwa on rampage. That's also another sports headline there on the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Roland?
All right, so we have the next paper, the Ghanaian Times, has on the front page, fear grips Sunyain Techimang over suspected ritual murder of 8 mad people, and Homo Festival ends peacefully, and government seek approval before entering into loan agreements. Or seek government approval before entering into loan agreements. But on page 3 of the paper, it says apparently, fear has gripped residents of Sunyain in the Bonafo region following the gruesome murder of 4 mentally ill people at separate locations in the municipality. I thought I saw 8. Now they said 4. Okay. And the bodies of the 4 mentally ill people, including a female, were found without some organs such as the ears and tongues, and the 4 bodies were said to have been found at Newtown, Zongo, Bakuniaba, around Echo Bank and along the Fiapre Highway near the Bank of Ghana in a pool of blood. So those are some of the stories we have. Okay, on the back page though, you get to the back page of the Ghanaian Times. Local Black Stars Burkina Faso draw in Chan qualifier. Police, immigration, ladies grab semi-final spots, and women's FA Cup journey said to be outlined there. You can see the picture there. They are playing on bad pitches. Well, money idea. Okay. So
all right, so from the Times, we move to the Finder. Our front page of the Finder newspaper. On NHIS, government to clear 1.2 billion Ghana cedis debts within 12 months. 560 million Ghana cedis already paid this year. Story comes with a picture of the president on the front page. State Housing moves to reclaim encroached lands. Another headline there. And Hatch 2017, first hurdle cleared. Also, 4 dead bodies retrieved near mining pits at Kwabing. 1 district, 1 factory project to start at Ekomfi. We start from page 2, a bit of the story on government's confident it will clear all debts owed to service providers under the National Health Insurance Scheme within the next 12 months. According to President Akufo-Addo, pragmatic efforts have been put in place to clear all outstanding arrears to ensure that businesses of health providers do not collapse. Details of that on page 2 in the Finder. And this story about 1 district, 1 factory project to start at Ekomfi. Story says that government has finalized the necessary modalities for the smooth takeoff of the 1 district, 1 factory project expected to begin at Ekomfi in the central region to help address the unemployment problem in the country. So the pineapple processing factory, when established, would create over 10,000 direct and indirect jobs for the people to boost the economic development of the area. And President Akufo-Addo giving details of this also in the paper. For most of us, we want to see it happen on the ground, you know, and then we can begin to count, yeah? All right. A lot of other stories in the newspaper today. Man in trouble over alleged killing of friend. For instance, another story here says a 23-year-old unemployed alleged to have stabbed a friend to death at Obogo in the Asante Achem South District was on Thursday arraigned on a provisional charge of murder. The plea of Kofi Boateng was not taken, and he was remanded by the Konongo Magistrate Court, presided over by Mrs. Joyce Bamfo, to make his next appearance on Friday, August 18. The accused is reported to have attacked the deceased Kwame Nketia with a pair of scissors following a misunderstanding. Oh, all right. A lot more stories in the Finder newspaper, Roland.
Okay, so we have on the front page of the Daily Guide, EC boss rejects Afarajan mansion over 1 million Ghana cedi demand. Fear grips customs officers over mass interdiction. And we have 4 galamseyers in mystery death, and 1 district, 1 factory takes off at Mill's backyard. But let's do the center spread. We're told that is a baby girl for Gifty Auntie. Congratulations to her.
That's the royal baby.
The royal baby. Ohini
Yire.
Ohini Yire. Ohini Yire. And this one we call Ohini Barry.
Ohini what? Ohini Barry.
Okay, so we have it's a baby girl for Gifty Auntie. Congratulations to her. Yeah. Rosalind Ngisa involved in an accident. Oops. But very much unscathed. So once she went unscathed, though, we say that we thank God for her life. I don't have cancer. Regina Van Helvet, and Facebook Live nurse apparently is back to work. Good for her. Good for her. Next time, she'll remember not to do Facebook Live when she's at work.
When she's working, exactly. But are they even allowed to do their hair like that? The nurses are not allowed to hold up their hair like that. I mean, your hair should not be flowing all around your face.
Maybe that day she was attending a ceremony. So you can give her a benefit of the doubt. So we have the Daily Dispatch newspaper. It has on the front page, sale of judges Bangalo Kufuado orders probe, China's new foreign policy in Africa. And you just have to make sure that you grab a copy of the Daily Dispatch newspaper to know what the inside pages and the stories are. But it's telling you that the EPL, that's the English Premier League, has taken
so it's the hottest league. I mean, Saturday and Sunday. Oh my God.
Spanish league crab, but nobody will be on mine.
Charlie.
The English Premier League with these Sanquas teams are playing. Except Chelsea. You know, Chelsea is the best team. We're the defending champions.
It means that people have actually stabbed defending champions.
Let me drum that thing.
Oh, please.
You know, Chelsea, even though we lost to Burnley, we're the defending champions.
Who cares?
You know? Yeah, mine. All right. Can you do this paper for me, the Daily?
Let's do the Daily Statesman.
It's the last paper we're doing.
Front page of the Daily Statesman, Ekufuado to honor Mills with developments at Ekumfi. That's how they decide to put the stories. The same story as the 1 district, 1 factory, beginning with the pineapple factory in Ekumfi. And this is the twists.
They are doing blue skies in Ekumfi.
I don't know if it's kind of like blue skies, but they said pineapple factory. Okay. Not sure if the finished product is going to look like that. Rural communities need your service. President to young doctors
one in town.
At the 50th congregation and 5th oath-taking and induction ceremony of the School of Medical Sciences of the University of Cape Coast, and he's urged newly qualified doctors who are posted to rural communities to undertake their housemanship and not to see it as a form of punishment. Can somebody... I mean, who can say it loudest? The president has said it all. May all these new doctors, these young, fine doctors, hear him and allow themselves to be posted to areas where in the past people have refused to go.
Yep.
SHC to reclaim, that State Housing Company to reclaim encroached lands, fraudulent deals uncovered. Gordon Asaribediako is media relations officer of the company, and a picture of him on the front page of the Daily Statesman newspaper. All right. Okay, there's a story on the back page. I wanted to be a farmer after my playing career. That's Richard Kenson.
Nothing is stopping you.
Ex-Ghana goalkeeper Richard Olele Kenson has said he wanted to become a farmer following retirement, but the decision to become a goalkeeper's coach was just to prove his critics wrong. Still keep the farm. You can do too.
Look, the gentleman was a very good goalkeeper for Ghana. Yeah. Olele, olele.
All right.
Olele.
So, Ms. Ansa, you're watching the AM show right now. It was your birthday over the weekend. I hope that you had a blast. Continue to enjoy the birthday. Charlie, as for birthdays, it shouldn't be one day. You can have it
You see?
You can, yeah.
Continue.
So, Mr. Ansah, belated birthday
we celebrate
to you.
60 years, the whole year. It's not bad.
Let's do the online review now.
So we do the online portals.
Yeah,
we start with myjoyonline.com and Mama Vio Swabwaje there for you.
Yeah, we'll do myjoyonline.com. We'll touch a bit on City, but there's a situation still unfolding very much in Burkina Faso, so we'll spend a bit of time there. And also in Kenya, because we know the main opposition leader, Raila Odinga, who, per the electoral commission of that country, he lost the elections, this recent election. But he said his followers should not go to work today, Monday. So we'll see what happens. We'll touch on that story.
That's illegal. You will not be paid. Try it.
MyJoyOnline.com. Burkina Faso restaurant attack kills 17. 17 people have been killed and 8
Who was warning that there could be
in a terrorist attack in the central, the capital of Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou, the government says. And this is a major street they describe. It's called Kwame Nkrumah. Is the Kwame Nkrumah street in Burkina Faso. They say it's a road that links the airport straight into the city. And this same incident happened back in January last year on the same street, not exactly the location.
Just opposite the place.
So
but this time we're told it's a Turkish restaurant.
They're fierce. They may be holding some people hostage because there's a hotel that's nearby. We'll bring you a bit of details on that, but we'll still stay with myjoyonline.com.
We have other stories there as well. Fun marks.
Nkrumah founded Ghana, Professor Michael Kwe. Oh my God, this will not die. We'll keep going back and forth. Okay, so let's do it. Let's move on. CJ promises improved circuit court system to tackle one district, one factory disputes.
There'll be dispute from one district, one factory.
The Chief Justice has promised to improve justice delivery at the circuits and district level to effectively deal with litigations. I guess it's anticipated that issues of litigation will come up once, I mean, even the place where you want to build a factory, whatever it is, somebody can say, the land is mine, I don't want to give back, know who you have sex with, Roland. You can't dip your hand, technically, into any hole.
Yeah.
That's doctor's advice.
Great
All
advice.
the guys listening and watching,
Great
hope
advice.
you hear that. Can I just read the first line? Hey, a medical doctor with the National AIDS Control Program is advocating for responsible sex to prevent infection and spread of sexually transmitted
diseases,
infections.
STIs.
Yeah.
Great advice for us men.
Yeah.
And women.
Excuse us. Bank of Ghana announces September planned capital increase for banks. Also on the page this morning. Expresso Ghana finally sold. Adum News can confirm on authority that Sudan Telecom has finally sold all of its shares in Kasapat Telecom Limited, Expresso, to a buyer who still remains unknown. Details of that story on the page as well this morning. Bank of Baroda, most profitable bank 2016, according to the PricewaterhouseCoopers Banking Survey reports. NBA stars David West's TJ Warren arrived in Ghana for basketball clinic. If you've been following basketball, I guess these
David
names
West
will
and
be
TJ
familiar
Warren.
To you.
Yeah.
They've arrived in the country for, please, let's get a bit of details. For an innovative basketball clinic to be held on Tuesday at the University of Ghana basketball court. So that's tomorrow. If these names are familiar to you, you're aiming at being a fine basketballer. You might want to catch up with them. Tensions at Eastern Region as residents blame Operation Vanguard for death of 4 miners. This is a back and forth. There's some people in this particular community who think that the Operation Vanguard members did this killing. But we know that Operation Vanguard have vehemently denied this allegation. I don't know how we can put an end to this. Bank of Ghana infringed on rights of men's gold risk judgment debts, according to lawyer Opong, I want to believe, because he was speaking on Newsfile last Saturday. Mark Menu deportation, Kenya sacrificed relationship with Ghana. All these stories coming out of Newsfile last Saturday. Okay, a lot more stories on myjoyonline.com, including videos of some of the programs that you probably missed here on Joy News. You can always catch up on myjoyonline.com.
Well, so we have a couple of those videos there and those stories there. So please make sure that, well, you're able to catch up. But let's go to City FM Online and Mamavi. We have other interesting stories as well.
We do. 4 dead bodies retrieved near mining pits at Kwabing. Okay, there's no link here to Operation Vanguard on the story. Nursing training quota system unjustifiable, according to a former member of parliament for Judge Low. We've cleared parts of 1.2 billion NHIS debt, according to our president. Also, operators provoked us to burn excavators. That's according to Galamsey, the tax force.
But why is it that the media says that we need to rate those areas of Galamsey? And we have people who have been recalcitrant throughout the period. And then we have a Vanguard operation tax force that goes there. And they burn them and we're crying.
No. But listen, I don't agree to the burning. No matter how hard you've been provoked. Because listen, if somebody is able to prove, we could. You can sue the state for this. You can sue the
my
state.
Excavator is at an excavation site.
If I can prove that the excavator was not doing anything, it was just sitting there. I was carrying it somewhere. It was just a stop.
Right.
And then you decided to burn
it. Anyway,
where's your proof that it was actually working?
At that time,
I don't know. But we can use it for other things.
By that time, we burn
and finish it. Yeah. Roland, read this one. Read the...
So we have ministry support to revamp Logo Tomato Factory. And then we have Boys are Bread, Youth Want Jobs. Samuel.
This one, read this.
And then we have Newcastle, Neil, Tottenham 2, Spurs comfortable against...
Okay, this morning I'll be doing the sports and we won't take a break for sport. We'll continue so that Roland can relive the goals. That's it for City FM Online. Let's now do the BBC Africa page. This same story on my Joy Online. 3 gunmen are killed, but people remain trapped by the terrorist attack in Ouagadougou. Can we just click on that story so that we can get a lot more details? There's also Kenya opposition urges strike over votes, and he says the election was rigged. He's going to prove that on Tuesday, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
But he's also stated that going to court is not an option. So I wonder what's going to happen, really. How is he going to prove his case? How is he going to prove his case? He wants his country to... So this is it. 17 people have been killed and 8 wounded in a terrorist attack in the center of the capital of Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou. 3 gunmen opened fire on customers seated outside a restaurant, according to witnesses. Security forces killed 2 attackers, the authorities said, but some people are still reported to be trapped in the building. A jihadist attack on a cafe nearly left 30 people dead in January last year. There are fears that the attack is the work of one of the affiliates of Al-Qaeda that are active in the Sahel region, according to a BBC reports and their reporter. There's a video up there. Can we just go back up? There's a video up there. Hopefully we'll get to play it and see. But that would take just a little while to download. But if you're in... Okay, this is it. So I guess this is somebody, using their phone to capture the moment as they could. All right? It's sad. Really sad. But Burkina Faso is very close to us. So, when we hear of these things, we also worry down here. And we know the people who carry out these attacks in Burkina Faso, the one that happened in 2016 in January, Al-Qaeda claimed responsibility for that. We're told some of the groups have renamed, but they are the same elements involved in the... All right, let's go back and do a bit of the BBC the Kenya Raila Odinga story.
So we go back, we look at Raila Odinga calling for strike action.
All right, so opposition leader Raila Odinga
said, we try. When we lose election, we don't complain.
Monday would be a day of mourning for the fallen patriots. I wonder what that means.
Masa. If you lose your election, go and sit down. Don't keep your country in this rank-cross state.
And I think because almost all the observers, and then there are a lot of foreign people who are calling on him to just concede, just let it go, or you go to court, and he said he will not. I don't know what's going to happen.
His country is bigger than his ambitions.
Exactly. If there's no Kenya, there can't possibly be a president. Nigeria's Buhari feels ready to go home. President Buhari has been in London for much of 2017.
Do you have to announce it that you want to go?
Undisclosed illness. I'm not sure. Do they miss him? Nigerians, do you miss him? Do you miss your president? I don't know. Some people say the acting president, who's also the vice president of the country, is doing such a fantastic job. All right.
If you should stand again, you will lose.
Okay, there are a lot more international stories when you go to the BBC page. Hopefully, we can read a few messages to you before we run off and make way for sports. Oh, Roland. Okay, my messages are not coming. They're not coming. They're not. Okay, we'll take a while. They're not. You have to fix it. Okay, but here's an SMS. The fight against Galamsey is concentrated only on the south. Meanwhile, there's a massive Galamsey activity still ongoing in the Bole district of the northern region. Message from Letsegbal Clement from Bayiri in Sola Tuna Kalba districts. Okay, this one says, this person has been sending this message like every day. I have all the proper documents and I always go to class to teach, but I've not gotten my allowance, 250 Ghana cedis yet, from Kwesi inside Bia East Districts. And this is addressed to YEA. I think I get a couple of the YEA messages from people who say, they've got all the documents, all the things that says they are legal, but they still haven't received the allowances. Okay, now I have my SMS, my WhatsApp messages. Lots of them will try and read. Okay. All right, let's start with this. Is the soldier trained to kill people who are doing Galamsey? They should do what they are expected to do and stop killing innocent people. Enoch Azari from Wasa Esundia. But Enoch, Operation Vanguard is denying these killings of this latest one that we've heard. So let's not conclude and make it look like this was an action done by them. I understand selection for Miss Ghana 2017 is ongoing. Will you consider being part? Oh, Estelle in her. I am flattered. Thank you very much, but I'm too old for that, This one from Eric says, watching you live. Inside Tatale, thank God we are alive in a new day like this. Good morning, Roland Mamavi. Please, Roland, don't be down. Our team Chelsea will bounce back.
Vim. We'll win the league.
Past
we are the
glory.
defending champions.
Past glory. Defending champion. What team again did you meet?
I think that would be a forgotten.
Oh my God. Oh, this one says, I opened my money box yesterday. Wow, I am so happy. We haven't. I think we've dragged it maybe a bit too long because, Wahala Day. We've got to open that box. I'm going to.
You don't get him ground.
You won't see it clearly here, but I'm going to just put it up.
We're going to open that box.
We'll come back and show you.
Please.
Congratulations. This person has saved a lot. I see. Oh my God. You were doing the 20 alongside us, but don't chop the money. Don't chop the money.
Don't chop.
Transfer it into a proper investment account. That would be
don't
very
chop the
good.
money in quotes.
Yeah.
We beg you. Don't go spending it.
Don't, Masa, don't. Okay, here's another one from Jenny Vera Edujemfin Kumasi. Says, honestly, we need an immediate answer from the Mahama-led administration. Where's the Woyome money? They told Ghanaians that he paid to the consolidated account, which the Accountant General's Department says no such money was captured. Where's the money, you're asking? This one says, good morning. Let's help push the initiative they are introducing into the system with regards with the national service personnel going through military training before they start their services. This will massively wipe off the spirit of corruption in most Ghanaians. Analyst from UMAT, is it UMATS? That's where you're sending. Okay, more messages. This one says, okay, hey, it's long, maybe not. Okay, let me just acknowledge we've received your message. If the messages can be very short, I think that will help. Here's our friend in the UK, Michael Ameni. Michael, when are you coming to Ghana? Come to Ghana, let's host you. The 4 dead bodies found at the Galamsey site is very unfortunate, but it's also very responsible on the part of those who are still adamant in respecting the ban on Galamsey activities, which are causing a serious damage to the environment, especially our water resources. That's also quite long. I have to cut it there, but thanks for the message, Michael. This other one says, they should consider the child attending JHS in Ghana by Joshua Bayo from Kani. Not sure what you're reacting to there, but thanks for the message that you've sent. And here's another one that says, ooh, article in the Volta region. Thank you very much for that sweet message. Training of nurses and doctors in the country should be left for only government training centers. What do you say if someone, for instance, is disqualified for entry into a government health training center and a private training center absorbs the same person? In the end, the person comes out to join those who were really qualified into the government institutions to serve Ghanaians. What service is he going to do? That's Raymond Adongo, UDS Central Administration in Tamale, sending this message. Also saying congratulations to Gifty, and I welcome the baby girl to Ghana. All right. That's the royal baby girl you're talking about. More messages. This one says the task force. Oh, where you are. Okay. The task force should not spare any person who resists, from Dennis in Navrongo. All right. Okay, I'll read the last message because we've got loads of the messages. We certainly can't read all of them. This one says, where can I find any branch of Bank of Baroda, Salom, Olga? That's for you to search. I mean, I'm not going to advertise for them. It was a headline that I read. Okay. I said last one, but the very last one before we run off. This one says, if the Operation Vanguard soldiers are not talked to, we will continue to lose lives. Okay, I'm not going to continue because they've denied, and I have said it and I'll say it again, they've denied killing these 4 people. They say they've not even been to the area. But we want to acknowledge that our headlines is brought to us by Smart Organic Solutions. Is SOS Advance, Roland. And SOS
Advance is a natural and organic health supplement used for cleaning the blood and boosting the immune system. And so make sure that you use SOS Advance for the whole family, from baby to the elderly in the family. Doctors and pharmacists across Ghana should make sure that they call the following number, 0244-439-830. Smart Organic Solutions is available at Santa Monica Health Shop opposite the Golden Tulip Hotel, Relish Health Shop Osu, Ebenezer's Pharmacy Osu, Tudon Ventures Kokomemle. SOS Advance, the natural solution for blood disorders, digestive issues, and skin conditions.
All right, belated birthday to you, Ms. Ansa. Before you run off to work, I hope that you have a blast even today. The final message, okay. Buzua in Gushegu says, President hits the nail right on the head. Many parts of our country need doctors, including my place, Buzua, Gushegu. Yeah?
I hope.
All right.
Your dreams will be realized.
All right.